Alok Tandon, the CEO of INOX Leisure. Thanks for joining us, Alok. Lots to talk to you about. Let's just start off with, the kind of grim scenario, really, that the industry is coming to terms with right now. Business, of course, has come to a standstill. How at INOX are you dealing with things? And really, what are you hearing as well from peers right now?
The situation which has emerged after the outbreak of COVID-19 is unparalleled, unprecedented, and beyond the ambits of any business continuity plan. In the last 2.5 decades of the history of multiplexes in India, and more than 100 years of the history of cinema in the world, I do not think ever a time has come where all the cinemas are shut down. One can plan for a lean quarter, one can plan for a period when the software is less or not good, or one can plan for a recession. But planning for a time when all screens are totally shut is a different ballgame altogether. From the business point of view, things are looking grim, be it in any sector, be it in any geography, and cinema is no different. We at INOX are looking at various ways how to challenge it, how to come out of it, and I am always an optimist. And I think that once we come out of it, sooner than later, we'll be more smarter, we'll be more battle-hardened, we'll be stronger, and we'll be able to face any eventuality of...
Okay, so in light of this, the Multiplex Association of India, they have asked landlords across the country to waive off rent. They've also asked for common area maintenance as well to be waived off during the lockdown. Have you seen that being implemented? What are some of the ramifications, perhaps, if we don't see a complete waiver?
The Multiplex Association of India has appealed to all the landlords not to charge rent from multiplex operators. And we too, when we got directives from various state governments to shut down our cinema operations, we too wrote to our landlords telling that our revenues will be zero, we'll be having no income, and hence we will not be paying any rent. And that's the time when we invoked the force majeure clause of the agreements. And we are quite hopeful that the landlords will listen to us and will cooperate by not taking any rent or camp from us.
So Alok, how does one differentiate right now between fixed cost and variable cost? How difficult it will be for you to really run day-to-day operations, pay salaries, pay your rentals?
Ours is a very operations and a customer-focused business where all the action takes place at the cinema level and more so at the shop floor. And today, with all our screens shut, it's like our entire workforce being sitting at home and becoming totally ineffectual. I would also like to point out that we as a company have paid all our staff and all our team members the full salary for the month of March. And we've also given them a word of caution for April and coming months. And I think sooner we'll be taking a decision on the senior managerial remuneration deduction so that the frontliners are insulated from any pay cuts. And that we'll be taking a decision soon for that.
So can you walk us through the financial implications of this? Because this surely will have major repercussions. The last bit of the March quarter and perhaps the entire month of April going, things could take some time before they would normalize. What should shareholders expect now?
The impact on financials is significant. We have got zero income for the last 2.5 weeks, and I think that this will continue for the next couple of weeks also, where the income is zero, and still there are some fixed costs which one has to take care of. And as I just said, that we at INOX are working at various ways of minimizing our costs. We are going through the entire P&L, the cost side with a fine-tooth comb, ensuring that every money is saved or every cent is saved. And as I said, that I know that it's a matter of time before we bounce back to our normal buoyancy and emerge victorious from this entire scenario. But yes, the pressure is there on the entire P&L, and it's a zero income month for the last 2.5 weeks, and it'll be for the next few.
Which are some of the big box office releases that have been pushed forward?
The movie lineup not only looked stunning, but also mouth-watering. Suryavanshi was on the verge of release, and so was 83, and these two movies have been pushed back. And so has been with Sandeep or Pinky Farrar, with Radhe, with Jersey, and with the multilingual Hathi Mere Sathi. If I come to English movies, it is Mulan, No Time to Die, A Quiet Place 2, Fast and Furious 9, and all these have been pushed forward. And I hope that we all overcome the virus soon. We all start leading our normal lives so that we can see that a proper time when these pictures are released and we all go back to our theaters and enjoy these movies on a large screen.
Sure, sure. So are you looking at more offerings now via digital or OTT platforms? Would that be the natural course of action?
Absolutely not. We have complete faith in the global theatrical value chain, which underlines the significance of cinema experience, its robustness, and the preference among masses. People prefer to watch a movie on a giant screen with crystal clear image, uncompressed sound, and beautiful and great acoustics. So I think that it's a matter of time before people start coming back to the theaters, and we will start doing what we love most, that is to show movies.
Now, Alok, I hope things come back to normal, but consumer behavior is consumer behavior. Social distancing is the new norm. When do you think things will come back to normal? I'm asking you a difficult question because nobody knows when things will come back to normal, but if you have to take, let's say, a guess, or perhaps throw more light on your experience when these crises have happened, when do you think life will become normal for INOX?
We've been following the government advisories, notifications, and directives in true letter and spirit. But at the same time, we have complete respect for our patrons, and it's our duty to take care of their inherent concerns. We will ensure that when they come back to INOX, it's absolutely hygienic, it's absolutely safe for them to come back, and we will open our doors only once we are sure of that aspect. Also, the cinema studios will be looking forward to opening of our multiplexes and various other theaters in the country. And that's the time when we'll decide when they have to release their movies. And that's the time when we'll start with their marketing plan.
So on the cinema side, how do you think the relationship or the equation now will move?
Innovativeness has always been ingrained in the INOX DNA, whether it was for showcasing, programming, or marketing. And today, it's a new challenge for us. We will ensure that when our guests come back to us, we follow social distancing, we follow seat segregation, we have non-invasive thermometers in our properties, and we will take every guest temperature. We will also ensure that we do our programming in such a way that no two intervals clash at the same time, so that there is no crowding in the lobby, at the concession counters, and in the washrooms. We will go by the government directives, whatever they come. And also, if we have to have only 50 to 60% of our seat capacity to be utilized and the other shut, we will be more willing to do it, because our main concern is our guest safety, and that we will keep on ensuring whatever we have to do for that. We will keep on sanitizing, we will keep on cleaning, and we will keep on doing deep cleaning of our properties with the vigor which we have been doing them, and even more so. So more time will be spent on housekeeping. So maybe there's a lot of time difference between two shows, so that we get ample time to clean every seat and clean our entire auditoriums before the next set of people come in.
All right, Alok, we'll leave it there. Thanks so much for joining us.